Well, I'm a WWE fan. I was just listening to the themes of the Attitude Era in the early 2000s. Yeah, WWE. And I also want to tell Triple H if he sees it or not, or someone tells him about it. Triple H, I think you could still go in the ring, but you can't. But you're the best day to day operations guy you have brought, along with one of the cons and the new ownership company. Uh, you have brought, along with your great, awesome wife, Stephanie, and y'all. I did not know this. I seen uh, a YouTube short of Miss Stephanie McMahon Hensley got a podcast. You go support that. Uh, and the one match, Tiffany Stratton will take on Vlada, the Battle Royal winner. That's going to be going down in Paris, France. Not pair of pants. Uh, Paris, France. Uh, but um, a lot of SummerSlam matches are getting put together as we got RK Roll versus Logan Paul and Claymore Kicker, Drew McIntyre. Uh, and I want to get to a little subject, a little beefy subject. Uh, I gotta say this. Dana White, when you first started fully taking over about 10 years ago at the USC, you were humble. You were any any person had set for the interviews you had to do and the promotion stuff you did. I'm not saying you're wrong about anything you're doing now, but you're just an ego. And you got your guys that you push. But Derek Lewis, and I just seen 16 straight knockouts, and he is undefeated, 31-0. He's never lost, and he does not have the world heavyweight title. Just weird, Dana. And when it didn't have a government, UFC, it was better off when it didn't have a governing body until UFC didn't get a full governing body until you forced the hand. I'm not saying it needed a it needed to become a legit sport. It's one of my favorite sports going back to Ken Shamrock, uh, Pat Miletich, uh, when Bobby Lashley was in the USC the first time. Uh, he actually came back from 15 to 18 for a second stint. Uh, yeah, and, and Dana White, you don't understand Aspahal, as I call him. Uh, he's he ducked the fight. He's the one that ducked the fight. I'm so sick and tired of. He didn't want to take on the champion, and then he gets the title handed to him. Oh, he wants to take on all fighters. Dana, That's one of your guys. And let's let's go back to Saturday. And I said it. Derek Lewis was going to make mincemeat of another one of your caliber guys and a Brazilian. He, just like Tommy said, Dana, Derek Lewis became 31-0. He's he's the Goldberg, the streak in the UFC, and you cannot stop it. You're going to give him a title shot. He's earned it. Facts, UFC, any outlet, it's posting something. So, Dana, a lot of people say I should just shut my mouth and not, as they say, attack you. But you 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 said you did not force John Jones to retire. I see otherwise. Apparently, he's John Jones is getting investigated for leaving the scene of where he hit a pedestrian, but Dana, that's why you had him retire. But the shit, I'll say it, the pissy way of the pissy shitty way of going about it and lying to your fans. But when you're the fans from the very day one, Dana, when they were having prop matches, when Ken Shamrock was in the UFC and in the WWE on Raw, that they're going to be starting to do again. But Dana, if we're beefing, we are. I think you're smoking some dope, man. I think you're on some heavy drugs to not know what you have. And by golly, the when I pulled up Google, and Derek Lewis was not one of the top 10 heavyweights between the middleweight and heavyweight class, because you don't want him there. And and I mean, he could proudly walk away 31-0 and take that contract with the WWE that he signed, but he wants a UFC title. And Dana, I mean, come on, man. Your 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 ego is getting the best of you, and you're ruining a good sport. You're suspending. You're suspending. It's not right. If something comes up last moment, a phone call would be good. But Dana, you did not know what that star was going through, or what was really going on, because you didn't communicate either. So then you fired him. Dead wrong, and I'll say it. You took a livelihood out of a wrestler, out of a mixed martial arts, and you have not mentioned of the situation while you're being outed now. Yeah, going back to the the UFC event before this past Saturday, he had to cancel a match because of one of the participants had to back out of it last moment. That's no way, Dana, to handle that, and firing him on the spot and blacklisting where he can't get no fights for the next year. Bullcrap. So you you need to slow down, like deeply, before you wreck yourself, because he could sue you, Dana.